Like damn, she wanna fuck with a Taji. I say I own it, and she got it.
What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. Let's get into AEW Dynamite from July the 16th, 2024. A match that lasted for 1 full hour. Actually, 59 minutes and 57 seconds to be exact. This was insane. I want to run my head through a brick wall. I am tired of this nonsense. This makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. At all. A waste of time. An absolute waste of time. You gave away your biggest match that you could do in AEW history on free television with 4 to 5 commercial breaks and a couple of picture-in-pictures. Absolutely pathetic. Tony Khan is desperate for ratings, and it's going to be the same shit next week with Blood and Guts, which I don't care about at all. Why? Because I'm not interested in any of the participants that are in. So, MJF defeats Will Ospreay to become the new AEW International Champion. And this was your typical indie no-selling match. That's all it was. They fought in the crowd. They did styles clashes, phenomenal forearms, Canadian destroyers, super kicks, crossroads, a table spot where MJF jumped off of the top rope and did an elbow drop. Wasn't his shoulder supposed to be injured? He no-sold that, basically. Will Ospreay, he hit 2 style clashes. One from the top rope, the other one on the ring apron. He also did 2 phenomenal forearms, as well as several hidden blades. Towards the end of the match, Will Ospreay attempted to go for the Tiger Driver 91. He couldn't do it. So MJF did a ref bump. MJF was able to get his diamond ring, and he hit Ospreay in the head. 1, 2, 3. New AEW International Champion, MJF. Exciting, right? Wrong. Boring. A waste of time. Again, what the fuck is on the mind of Tony Khan? So you don't want to make money? You don't want to make money, bro? Come on, man. Get real. You don't want to make money? This is stupid. But it does make sense because Daniel Garcia is going to get his revenge at Wembley, which makes perfect sense. Daniel Garcia has to defeat MJF. He can't put up a good fight and then lose. He has to defeat MJF and be that conquering hero / babyface. This could have been done in about 20 to 30 minutes. All this stuff could have been done in 20 to 30 minutes. Again, I'm tired of this shit. Enough is enough. But again, Tony Khan books for the sickos. That's all he cares about. I'm not a sicko. I'm just saying time is money. People have lives. Some of us have jobs, like yours truly. And there was no need to waste everyone's time with an actual hour of one wrestling match when you really could have just done all that in about 20 to 30 minutes. Less is more, Tony Khan. Just remember that. Moving right along. So, Hold on. All right. Moving on. So, Mark Briscoe and the Acclaimed, they're backstage. They're talking about being on Team AEW for the Blood and Guts match next week. So, Mark Briscoe accepts the offer. He turns his attention quickly to Swerve Strickland, who addresses the former tag team champions, that being the Acclaim, before asking if they're ready to get violent. And then Mark Briscoe calls out the Elite, and then everybody else walks away. So this is fine. Who really cares? Don't really give a shit about any of this at all. Fuck this. It's a waste of time. Moving on. So Chris Jericho, the Learning Tree, they're out next. They talk about Dynamite 250. Jericho says that he's going to be on episode 500. Okay. Chris Jericho then admonishes those who don't take the advice of the Learning Tree. Then we see footage of what's happened to Hook, Shibata, and Samoa Joe. Chris Jericho wants to know who would be crazy enough to not listen to the Learning Tree. So, boring-ass, lame-ass Minoru Suzuki walks down. He gets on the mic, says next week. So, Brian Keefe reads out the paper. It's going to be a championship match for the FTW Championship. And Brian Keefe and Debbie Morrissey, a.k.a. Big Bill, are barred from ringside. And then Suzuki hits Chris Jericho with a headbutt. Who gives a fuck? Fuck all of this shit. This is lame. Moving on. So the Young Bucks, they're backstage with Okada and Jack Perry. They are welcoming back Hangman Adam Page to join their team next week. So Mercedes, she comes in to thank the ABPs for banning Britt Baker from backstage from appearing on Dynamite 250. So Okada asked Monet if she can do the CEO dance for them. And then Okada is super excited about it and giddy. Okay, who gives a fuck? But yeah, we get it, Okada. We get that you are attracted to Mercedes. Who cares? Moving on, Mercedes Moné defeats Nyla Rose. Fuck all this. Who cares? Nyla Rose should just be on TNA. That's where she needs to be, basically, if we're being honest. Enough. So, post-match, Mercedes tears up a sign from a quote-unquote masked fan who, to no one's surprise, turned out to be Britt Baker. And Britt Baker is able to chase off Mercedes and security, break things up before things get super crazy. Okay, who cares? Moving on. Mariah May, there's a video package for her. Mariah May addresses turning on Toni Storm, saying that she would do anything to make Toni proud, and this one's for the champ. Moving on, backstage, so Jack Perry, he addresses Darby Allin's challenge from last week, telling him to find the champ tonight, to find out what a real sacrifice looks like. So we then go to Mariah May dressed up as Toni Storm. So Mariah May calls Toni Storm, the champion, a woman so desperate for all the spotlight that she couldn't see what she was giving it all away. The question shouldn't be why. It should be what took Mariah so long. Mariah says she doesn't think it would take this long either. She didn't think that it would take this long either. But she's having so much fun, she couldn't help but string things along together until she saw Wembley. Then Mariah May says she can be Toni Storm, but now she can be so much more. But don't worry, Toni, Mariah still loves you. And then Mariah said she never loved Toni Storm more than when Toni Storm was on her knees begging for Mariah May to stop. Mariah calls that Toni Storm's greatest performance, and Mariah May passed guest performance will be an all-in because AEW is now all about Mariah. So I do like this. This is great. Tony Schiavone kicked ass on commentary. He called Mariah May a bitch. He's like, all right, bitch, hurry up. Like, this was great. And I loved it. That popped me. He had me rolling with that shit. I was like, damn. Homeboy ain't playing. Homeboy ain't playing. Homeboy ain't playing. Oh, man, that was a good one, yo. When he called her a bitch on commentary, yo, that was great. Even Taz and Scott were like, man, what the fuck's on your mind, bruh? Woo. This was good. This whole segment was good. This was great. Moving on. So, the Bang Bang Gang, they had their unified World Trios Championship stripped from them on Collision. Who gives a fuck? Fuck all this shit. Who cares? Main event, Swerve Strickland versus Kazuchika Okada. Champion versus champion. Basically no contest. The Young Bucks came out and got involved. A massive brawl took place. And Darby Allin came down from the Raptors. And that was it. So, Dynamite continues to be boring. The hour-long match between MJF and Will Ospreay didn't need to happen. That could have been truncated to about maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and you still could have done all that crazy shit. But it's AEW, 20 comic books for the sickos. And I'm sure next week at Blood and Guts, it'll be just the very same. But what did you guys think of Dynamite? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.